what's good, cuzzy?
What's good, baby?
Yeah, what's going on, man? You
What,
allowed to wear
what?
you're allowed to wear Yeezys?
Nobody would have knew that if you ain't pointed it out.
I mean, I like them. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I like them too. They
do you
comfortable.
identify as a cousin or
I have cousins.
wait?
They all female though. So you know what I mean?
Alright.
If anybody getting sucked on, it's me, nigga. Fuck what you talking about, nigga.
Yo, forcing your female cousin to indulge is crazy.
Nah, I'm not forcing nothing. I ain't forcing nothing.
Oh, they did it consensually, right?
That's crazy, man. How we start this shit like that, yo? And I'm sorry to my cousins.
You're sorry for what exactly?
For making them the butt of the jokes.
Yo,
Clearly.
cousins, but that don't even sound right now. Just leave that alone.
Shout out to my family.
I'm stressed, yo. The Knicks is nicking right now.
Can't get it done.
Like, I finally decided to like represent for the towns, and they fucking up, bro. But I mean,
you was always a Knicks fan, or this is just?
I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm a New York fan. And if the Yankees win, I'm happy. If the Mets win, I'm happy. And I ain't gonna lie, that New York parade would slap. I need that. Game 6, since they down 20 as we speak, is gonna be amazing. But I don't trust them game 7 because they're Knicks. So I need them to win. I want them to win now, but
today's game what? 5, so
game
6.
Game 5.
6 is in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 6.
So I mean, I'll take it as consolation.
What's the score right now?
They down. Last time it's on commercial. Last time I checked, they was down 22. Yeah, so about to just
Jaylen Brown got to show why he got that huge ass contract, nigga. You better step the fuck up.
Fuck that nigga.
It's a wrap though. It's a wrap. I love to see the demise of Boston. Shout out to Tatum and shit like that. I don't want to see nobody get injured. But
I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck all that.
I wasn't upset when he got injured. I was like,
you was happy?
I was like,
nah, come on, son. You can't be happy.
I keep it a buck. I'm a hater.
Nah, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo,
that's wild.
The nigga got. You just told me he makes 71 M's the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
He has a Jordan Brand deal.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
He has a ring.
Guaranteed.
He's good. He'll be out. He get a 10-month vacation.
I mean, you know, as a former Sixers fan or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to see the demise of Boston or whatever. So this is the last time that this team will hopefully be intact. Hopefully we dismantle that whole shit.
You think
you know
the
what I'm
Sixers
saying?
gonna come back?
We got number 3 pick in the draft. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that.
How much niggas really
what you mean?
Become something great from the draft? I think they'd be hyping up the draft because it's like
Dwayne Wade was a number 3 pick.
Yeah, but there's a handful of niggas that's really, worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Not every. I mean, it's possible.
I think Carmelo was a number 3 pick. No.
No, he was. He ain't win a chip though. Fuck with you, Melo. Sorry. You could get Darko Milicic instead,
Darko, that's crazy.
Or Sam Bowie. Number 2 pick. Pause. If you're Jamaican.
Nah, yeah. So I think that would be.
Oh, speaking about picks, how do you feel that Dallas got the number 1 pick in the WNBA and the NBA after they went to the finals last year and they were in the play-in and the playoffs, and they just lost Luka and they was trying to kill Nico? Is the draft lottery rigged?
Yeah, it's clearly rigged.
You really believe that?
We should have knew that from back in the day. Oh, and I recently found out. So, all the conspiracy theories with LeBron going to Cavs, Derrick Rose going to Chicago, and obviously now fucking Cooper Flag potentially going to.
And the Mavs need another great white hope. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. So I found out why. Cause I wanted to do some research on why Zion Williamson went to New Orleans as opposed to New York. It was because at the time. Remember when they did the expansion and they sold the team and all that other shit?
Yeah.
New Orleans, the Pelicans belonged to the NBA at the time. It was an NBA-owned team at the time. That's why they got Zion. So, yeah, all this shit is rigged. Oh, this is rigged. And they do it right in front of your face. You can't prove it or whatever. They claim that it's a luck of the draw, but like it's like, yo, come on.
He had a 1.8% chance of the number one.
Yeah.
And they got it in both
It's
teams.
big business at the end of the day.
You think that Cooper nigga's gonna be OD?
I don't watch college ball, so I don't know.
They saying he LeBron.
LeBron of the whites?
White LeBron.
He's a LeBron of the Caucasians? I don't watch no college ball whatsoever.
He's on Duke, so like he's like perfect, like white. You know, like when you on Duke and shit, that's like the super elite whites.
Yeah.
So they're saying, you know, possible, but I don't know. I'd be nice because they need like that forward spot because they got Kyrie and they got Anthony Davis. So it would be OD if he's like half as good as they're saying, but we will see. I don't know.
What I'm really worried about is where the fuck Giannis going. That's what I'm worried about.
Where you think he's gonna go? Because he was saying that shit about he want to leave. He want to go somewhere that the sales tax and all that other state taxes void and all that other stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about what
why. Fuck the Bucks. They should have won that year.
If he come, let's just say hypothetically, Boston do a trade and they get this nigga.
No, that's OD.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried. I'm worried about that.
You're speaking madness.
What you mean?
That's not gonna happen.
They have to dismantle the team. They got to do something. This mad shit that's gonna be shaken up. If you fucking Spurs got fucking the second pick, they could trade that for Giannis.
Because it was dirt.
But I'm just saying, can you imagine Giannis and Wemby on the same team? And what they got Fox too? Like, come on.
You know, it's funny. That's more believable because I don't know if you noticed that most times, especially with the East teams, they try not to keep people in the same conference. They trade their stars far away, and they're saying that Giannis want to go to the West and he wants to go to Texas. So San Antonio, Houston.
Oh, you want to go to Texas?
Yeah. They were saying Dallas that they could trade the number one pick, but then they announced that they're not trading the pick. So that threw them off. So the San Antonio thing is not unbelievable, but I don't know. And I think they give Giannis a little bit too much credit. Oh my God, these niggas are wilding. They're up 21 again.
What, Boston?
Yeah. I'm about to just close this whole laptop. I'm tired.
That's crazy.
But I think it's clipped. I don't see him leaving. The San Antonio thing is possible. He's not gonna go to Dallas. I don't see if Houston want to break it up and bring him there. I don't know. I think that's a little. I don't know.
What about New York?
I don't want him there. Like I feel like New York, we have a great team this year, which I believe
they say he was in New York recently.
Everybody's in New York recently.
They say he got businesses in New York and shit like that.
Who don't?
I mean, okay.
No.
Not me.
You definitely have business in New York, but we ain't gonna talk about that because Diddy Trial going on. But we're gonna get into that. Matter of fact, fuck that. That's where we going right now. I ain't even gonna waste no time.
Go ahead.
What's going on with this Diddy Trial, Wiz?
It's a lot of freaky shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Cassie, you're bugging. Like you should have took the money because they're exposing your ass, literally.
She got the bread already.
She drink piss. She take drugs. She done laid. You know what?
What she laid?
You talk about the rest. I ain't gonna talk about the rest.
What she laid?
She rubbed.
Yo, that's the thing, yo. Like I'm into some creepy ass shit.
But you ain't that kinky. He's Super Saiyan kinky.
I would never want.
He's Super Saiyan God kinky.
I would never want another man's baby batter rubbed against my chest. I don't even want my own semen on myself. Yeah, why would you want another nigga's shit on you?
Yo.
Like, what type of kinky shit is that?
All right. First off, what I'm going to say first is I'm not defending bottomanery first. I'm defending
You can't say that, yo.
Successful black entrepreneur from New York.
Now we know what Sean John's all about.
I have no business with Diddy at all. He's just a black entrepreneur, and I understand that they're just trying to stop all of us. That's all it is. But he's kinky. You shouldn't go to jail because you're kinky. They didn't lock up Frank Ocean or Adam 22. Combine Adam 22 and Frank Ocean. Tell me Diddy don't fall right in there. Pause.
Only difference between Adam 22 has a website. So that's where you can see.
So he sells it. Even worse. All right. Yo, the court of public opinion is fuckery. because
it's a public lynching. They hanging.
All right, I'm gonna just jump over this. A little DV. I'm not saying it's good. All right.
Right.
And then all the other kinks. Listen, y'all be saying free me to some niggas that don't need to be free. This nigga don't need to get locked up. I ain't gonna lie.
He just need to do what, therapy?
He need Jesus. He need Jesus. He need the Lord.
Right.
But jail? No. I don't think he need jail. And I still believe he's gonna win this case.
I mean, domestic violence, one would assume, deserves jail time.
But that's not what he's on the trial for. If he's on the trial for that, end of the day, the way it works for the most part is when that happens and you pay somebody, it's not, the case doesn't really go forward. So you settle.
Well, because that was a civil case as opposed to a criminal. Yeah, you're right. So okay.
Automatically, he's in jail for like sex trafficking and all this other stuff, but then all they're talking about is kinkiness.
Right.
And then everybody's like, yo, the nigga wildin'. But is he a criminal? He might be a sexual deviant.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's a criminal.
Well, paying for prostitution is a crime in certain states.
Yeah, but end of the day,
you should have just did all that shit in Las Vegas.
But we don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't think they told where he did this stuff. But as of right now,
they said New York, Miami, LA.
No one admitted to being paid any type of for sex. It's just a relationship. So if they're running threes,
they said escorts. So obviously, the male escorts had to be paid, and they said it was Cassie that was paying them.
So guess what? She go to jail.
But so I follow black women on Twitter, and they were saying,
"Wait,
what?
Wait, you're the same one that they want to vote for Kamala,
right?
Why do you listen to black women now?
You
listen to black women now?
I'm just giving you.
You listen to black women?
I listen and I don't judge. But what they were saying was, he coerced her into paying.
Yo, that's the new word. Like,
this
Shorty
is what
said,
saying.
I just try to be safe because I had a movie role, so I was just trying to be safe. You can't. If in that way, she can just finesse everything. That shit is not a good out. I can't hear that. Yeah, I stayed in a relationship, so this would happen. No, you were smiling, you were getting peed in, and living a life.
And then double back when you broke up with the nigga while you was with your husband and still was messing with homeboy. She claimed was rape, and then the other time she claimed that it was like consensual and
then the escort is like, he didn't make me pee in her mouth.
Yeah,
she asked me to.
Yeah.
So you are so coerced or whatever the fuck it's called.
Coerced.
You are manipulated. Let's just say that because this new words is fucking with me.
Right.
This nigga Diddy got so much power that it's like, remind like, you better make that nigga pee in your mouth. Tell that nigga.
I don't know. This nigga blowing up niggas' cars. I probably do what Diddy say too. Not to a certain degree.
If they brought that up about Kid Cudi, it's cool.
They did. They brought it up. It was brought up today. Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
I would think if they had enough proof on that, he'd have been gone already. Because that's enough.
Kid Cudi.
Well, guess what? He's not even locked for that.
Kid Cudi said, "What happened to my car?" Nigga Puff said, "What car?" Cause the shit blew up. Like. This nigga is a gangster, man.
Kid Cudi was already suicidal. You can't be doing shit like that.
That shit is wild, bro.
Yo, he winning this case or not? He gonna win the case.
I don't think he's getting off scot free. They gonna charge him with something.
That other girl, she was talking about it. She was like, his defense.
You ever did jury duty? You ever did jury duty before?
It's been many years. I don't answer those notices.
No, but I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I have.
So they showing all these videos. The video from the hotel. I'm pretty sure they showing some of the graphic videos of the sex and all that shit. The jurors are
OnlyFans.
The jurors are watching this shit and they're judging him based off of what they see. And the type of man
they're judging him for freakness, not criminal.
But that's what I'm saying.
That
but this is
dumb.
But this is
honestly
this is how the justice system works. So this is how the justice system works, and they're gonna paint this man to be a deviant, which he is. And that's going to be in their minds when they have to pick guilty or not guilty.
I think he'll get out. I think there's going to be a way where the time is going to be time served.
We don't even know what the demographics of the jury is. Let's just say hypothetically they all white women and they seeing all those videos.
You might just blow up all their
cars. They're gonna say guilty just because. Because if he's capable of hitting a woman and doing all this and making her drink urine or whatever the case is and get fucked by all these niggas for 4 days. Who has a freak out for 4 days?
Rich niggas.
Well,
Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump.
No,
Bill
I'm
Clinton.
not. I don't know about all that. All right,
Bill Clinton. You know what Bill Clinton did?
You get a little head.
Just a little head. He coerced her. He coerced her.
But I'm just saying.
Right?
So if he's capable of doing all this to an attractive young woman, she looks pretty. She's nice.
I used to like Cassie.
But yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. So it's you look at her and then think of all this vile shit that he did. You be like, oh nah, yeah, he's guilty. That's how most people are gonna think.
You know what bothers me? I just feel like everybody knew something was like this, and it's just like, oh, he in trouble. Now let's bring it all up. But everybody knew,
right?
And that's the thing that bothers me the most.
I think to a certain degree, people knew.
I think a lot of this kind of stuff happens.
I don't think they thought he was hitting bitches and shit like that.
I think a lot of them niggas hit bitches.
Hitting a woman. We only know about this particular instance. So
like, that shit don't stop nothing. But I mean, hey, I'll leave it at that.
It stops it for a lot of people. Clearly, it's stopping for him. He locked up for it.
What do you think? Let's just leave Puff alone. He's gonna win. Like I said, watch.
They're gonna charge him with something.
He's not gonna get charged with that stuff though.
The Rico probably not. But like some lesser charge, he's gonna get.
Just so it look like they won. They gotta make it look good.
It's the feds, yeah.
Because all the other people won except R. Kelly. But R. Kelly won the first time and then lost the second time.
Right.
OJ too. That's usually how it works. They get you the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But how do you feel about It's not Chloe. It's Halle Bailey and DDG. What's going on with them?
So
light-skinned people.
She's having a restraining order against him. She claiming domestic violence.
She had a little bruise on her arm, right? A little Jamaican birthmark.
Yeah. And now she only wants him to see his kid 6 hours every week.
Sam told
supervised visits.
That he's not allowed to even tweet or Instagram or mention the kid at all.
Or stream.
What is going on? Does that make sense? Having a restraining order against me, but I can't talk about my seed.
One could deem that to be abuse.
What?
Yes.
So
I've been accused of abuse on here.
But you're a deviant. It's a little bit different.
No, but
so wait,
words can.
I can't put up Happy Birthday Junior.
I mean,
okay,
that could be deemed triggering.
Oh my fucking God! What?
I don't believe in that. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the other side of it. What they could essentially be saying.
This is stupid. Were they happy like last week?
It was a couple of weeks ago, but yes, she's with Brent Faiyaz right now, apparently.
Oh, so she is. Yeah. And who he with?
Who DDG? With?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who he's with.
He with who?
He just streaming.
He with the chat?
Yeah. W's in the chat.
What is he even famous for? What is she famous for? What do they do? I just know their names.
She's an actress and she's a singer, no?
Wait. Chloe and Halle, which one is which?
I don't know. They both unattractive to me.
Yo. One was with Burner. Chloe was with Burner.
I know. Somebody has like...
And someone was the mermaid.
Somebody has an ignorant gap between their eyes.
One of them was the black mermaid.
Yes.
All the white people hated. And then one of them was with Burner Boy.
She was a DEI hire?
That's why there's none of that. That shit didn't even go to Blu-ray. They said, "I had enough of that." They cut that shit out. Y'all had it in theaters? Y'all can't buy this shit. This shit never happened. It was really good, by the way.
You saw it with a black woman?
Not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. Wait. Seeing that with a white woman is kind of OD, ain't it? Well, that's kind of like getting reparations, right? If she paid for it, right?
Yeah, if she paid for it.
Yo, the Knicks are getting smacked. But what does DDG do? He's just a streamer. That's all he does.
He does music also. I watched one of his music videos the other day.
There's a difference. He does music, or he's popular, so he does music. Because there's two types of music. He's known for the streaming stuff.
Yeah.
And they decided to do music.
I think that's what took off. I'm not exactly sure, honestly. I think he was a musician first. That probably didn't hit.
Yeah.
So then he started doing the streaming shit. That apparently hit. And now
niggas said the Baileys look unfinished as humans.
They don't. They there's something.
They got a chromosome missing right here.
Yeah.
It's funny because when she was the mermaid, it kind of fit her too much spot on. Like Like she looked kind of fish-like.
And it's like they got that whole Jay-Z and Beyonce, under the wing thing going on.
I don't see it.
And you know what they did.
So they Illuminati.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what they do to the black man? They just charge him with some domestic violence shit or whatever to get him out of the paint.
With Rihanna. Oh, it's starting to.
Same thing they did with Megan Tory.
Oh, speaking of Tory, free
Rock Nation, you will crumble.
Yo, Tory ain't do it, bro.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
One, there's new footage showing that Meg supposedly threw a bottle. Then the bodyguard of what's her best friend name? Kelsey says, "Yo, I was holding back, but yeah, she shot him. She shot her." Like, what, nigga? Why you waited so long? You know why he waited? Because my son just got stabbed 14 times.
Yeah.
I think someone knew they was going to come forward and they said, all right, we don't want you to see the light of day, and stabbed him.
Meg said she initially told the cops that she stepped on glass.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to protect Tory and everybody else because of what happened with George Floyd.
She was trying to protect the woman, and then they both probably turned around
and said, let's put it on this nigga.
Oh, look. Somebody just put that in our chat. The same thing you said about Meg. That's crazy.
What?
That she claimed she stepped on glass.
Yeah.
So wait. So doesn't that make her a liar?
I mean, she's lied about a lot of things.
If she lied a couple of
she lied in the Gayle King interview, yeah.
She fucked the baby same time.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much a liar, yeah.
So black women lie.
This particular one, yes.
And black women can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Because they're a group.
Italian, Medallion, Meg the Stallion. Tory and 5.
Hopefully that's not 5 years. Nah, Tory got to come out, bro. Like, Rock Nation has to crumble.
Yes.
Rock Nation has to.
This shit is crazy.
I always wanted a Rockefeller chain, bro, but
that's crazy. George Floyd, nigga.
Like, I always wanted a Rockefeller chain, but like, my nigga, like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would the niggas, the bodyguard say he signed the NDA or something? Everything about that night is sketchy, because wasn't they at Kylie's house?
Yeah.
And then Kylie just magically disappeared from the equation.
Well, yeah, I mean, she has
They're like, yo, we're too rich for this.
She has the bravado. She got Kris Jenner in the pocket. Kris Jenner, of course, going to make sure she's excluded from all types of scenarios from that shit. And now you see she with a white man now. She's like, let me leave these niggas alone. Like, fuck all that.
What do you think happened that night? If you can imagine, what do you think happened that night?
Tory was probably trying to run the threesome or the foursome. Of course, the black bitches probably wasn't with it. They probably didn't want to give it up while Kylie was there. She was probably with the shits or whatever. It was a lot of.
Tory was hot. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably a lot of liquor, a lot of drugs going around and shit like that. Black woman was like, nah, we not into sharing. And they had to skedaddle.
All right, so what I think happened is Kylie didn't know what was going on, and she invited Meg. But Tory pulled up with Bestie, and he had already smashed the Bestie, and Kylie was there, so he's working on the Triz. Then Meg came in, and then Kylie might have forgot which black girl he was talking about. So she probably ran over to Meg like, yo, we doing this? What we doing what? We running this Triz. Like, oh, wrong black woman. It's like, wait a minute. Who? Wait, Bestie, you fucking my... And then Kylie was like, you know what? Y'all could leave.
Go black.
And then they went outside, and this happened. Then it's like, Bestie, it's like contagious.
But why did Kelsey shot Meg, though? Why you think?
Because Meg started, like, talking about how whack her pussy was. Like, Uptown Girl was going crazy. Like, you fuck my man. And then she's like, all right, send him the word. And then she ran the car to get Tory's gun, and she got the gun. And then Tory's like, nah, she's one of my favorite eaters. Don't do that. And he tried to stop it. And then...
This sounds familiar for some reason.
I mean, Meg is 5'12", so she had to go get a gun.
5'12".
She wears a size 9.5 in men.
That shit is crazy.
I mean, I don't think her to lose a best friend that Well, matter of fact,
it happens every day, B.
let me step back a little bit.
Shit happens like every day, B.
I've lost best friends for less.
Mm-hmm. Talk to things, then.
I've lost best friends for less. But yeah, let's. Damn. So what do you think gonna happen from here with Tory?
I think hopefully he gets pardoned.
Think he get pardoned by who? Big Trump?
Whoever, Gavin Newsom or whatever.
Oh, you from
it's in LA. It's in Cali.
It's in Cali.
Maybe Gavin Newsom.
I don't know who the fuck that is. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
No, Gavin Newsom's the governor.
So who's Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Terminator.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did something.
He used to be the governor. He's not the governor no more.
Oh, the governor's not forever?
No.
Oh. Because Trump is still president, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He ain't come back as a Terminator, I'll be back, and got another term, nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
So some new nigga? This nigga's an actor too?
Yeah, Gavin Newsom. My mother like him too.
Gavin Newsom, what does he do?
He's a governor.
He's actually a politician?
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting back to that? Like real politicians?
No, he's a Democrat, so.
Oh, yeah, they don't count, right?
No.
LA's a madhouse.
Yeah.
I pray.
My mother says she's very attractive.
Oh, that's how they win. That's how Obama won.
Yeah, but he's Caucasian.
Watch your mom.
Yeah.
She's wilding.
She like him, Blake Griffin. Like.
Oh, Blake Griffin got.
My mother clearly has a type.
Blake Griffin got a little. Yo, you ever.
Got a little nigga in him.
This is off topic. You ever search ginger TikTok?
No. What is that?
They say ginger is like white niggas with black in them. Because ginger and nigger is the same words if you just move the N and the G.
I thought ginger was Irish people because they have.
I thought so too. But
they have
if you
like
switch
reddish
the G and the N,
yeah,
nigger and ginger, and then you search it, it's like a bunch of white niggas.
So search what? Ginger what?
Ginger on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And there's a bunch of like them niggas that's invited to the cookout.
Are there women in there? Because I don't want to search if it's niggas.
I don't know. I didn't search it. I just seen it on TikTok. I seen it on Instagram today, and I was like, oh, I gotta share this with Wiz because he like nigger and ginger shit.
Mm.
He likes spice, you know?
Yeah.
Except Ice Spice.
Right.
Besides that, since we were talking about politicians.
Yes.
I'm going to tell y'all again, leave my son Wiz alone because he voted for Big Trump. And what did Trump do with the tariffs with them fucking chin niggas?
With the Arab niggas?
Nah, he did it with China, bro.
Oh, nah, yeah. So they reached a deal. They paused the tariffs for 90 days.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They brought it down.
To 10%?
10%. And I think China, maybe 25%, some shit like that. Or whatever it is. But
Big Trump, nigga.
Yeah, and the stock market went crazy. Made a lot of money.
You made a lot of money too?
Yeah, hell yeah. You crazy?
Ladies.
No, nah. Like
ladies.
Unrealized gains.
Unrealized gains is crazy.
Unrealized gains, yes.
Till you sell them shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not selling, so yeah. I'm in it for the long haul, baby.
Just wait till Trump get out of office and he'll sell.
Hell yeah.
4 years. Spend 4 years with him. Nah, but listen, I'm not the wisest nigga with politics, but yo, listen, y'all don't understand. You live in the projects. You don't understand this kind of life.
Honestly, and it's not about living in the projects or anything like that, but it's big business at play. Let the white people do what the white people doing.
Just wait.
No, don't wait. Participate. Like, don't sit on the sidelines and be like, oh, he fucking up the economy. No, nigga, if you see the play, run the play with him. Like,
Court of public opinion don't help.
The nigga tweeted.
Perfect.
Yeah, buy stocks. Why didn't y'all niggas buy stocks?
That's all reparations.
The nigga told y'all what to do. 2 weeks later, boom, nigga. Like, I don't know. Like, Biden never told us what to do.
He was sleeping.
Yeah, he just let niggas cross the border. That's it. Like, what the fuck?
Taking over our motel, so Wiz ain't got nowhere to go.
Word, no more short stays. Like, come on, man.
Cleanest rooms ever.
Yo, this is getting tight.
41st in shambles.
Can't even catch a vibe at the Vibe Hotel.
Home Depot is a madhouse.
Word, like.
Yo, hey, hold on.
Fuck all these Africans come from?
Yo, when I started seeing Africans next to the Mexicans at Home Depot, I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, who's put y'all on? Like, you don't think ICE knows about Home Depot? They gotta know.
Hell yeah, they know.
Like, everybody like, if you in a city, you gotta know Home Depot got the Mexicans and AutoZone got the mechanics. You gotta know that.
Bro, just take a stroll down White Plains Road. You never seen so many African hair braiding places before. This shit is crazy. Like, where the fuck are all these niggas coming from?
Sleepy Joe let him in.
This shit's wild.
But my son Trump is gonna clean it all up, so we ain't got nothing to worry about.
Hopefully.
Nigga said ICE needs their long cut too. Do you pay those niggas in pesos or like American? Like, how does that work?
American money, nigga. Even when we go over there, we pay them in American money.
No, that's why they give you know what? I was about to say too much, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I see you, my boy.
Yeah.
So looking like your Trump vote was a step in the right
direction. Because he's trying to make America great again.
Why would he want to make America great again?
That shit is
even
crazy.
if it wasn't great ever.
Right.
What do you want it to be great on your watch?
Or greater. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he fails, that means we fail. We want the nigga to succeed.
You spitting now.
Like, I don't get it.
Why would you want to look at your leader and say he ain't shit amongst other people?
Word.
Why not uplift him?
I don't know.
That's what the
our
little
people.
hats do. Like, you know,
our people, man.
Let's get it. All right. So besides Trump, I seen this viral tweet going on, and I don't want you to get triggered or get too crazy.
I'm triggered already.
But maybe you got like 5 points. Maybe I'll see if I can get 5 points. But as a man, I would like you to give women dating advice.
What's the scenario? Repeat the scenario?
As a man,
yes,
give women dating advice. Yeah, Wiz.
Hand jobs go a long way.
What?
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 All right, so you want some real dating?
Hey, because that sounds more like, well, that could be on a date, but that sounds more like relationship advice. All right.
2 and 2.
I mean, you could get a hand job on the first date.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got. Well, you know,
it's not a date if you coerce her. What they call it dates?
Anyway,
they said you said an Uber is trafficking, so.
Nah, real talk.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, real talk. I think in my experience, I can only go with my experience. Women, it would behoove them to listen with the intent to understand,
not to reply,
as opposed to listen and just react and be argumentative.
You think they could do that?
I think a lot of less squabbles will occur if you just listen to a motherfucker that's trying to tell you some shit or teach you some shit or show you some shit. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just be less combative or whatever. If there's a situation going on, he's being open and honest with you.
Girls don't like honesty.
They got to be open to it, unless they want to get ring around the rosy or whatever the case is.
I think they like that game.
No, that's not a game to be played with. And also they got to learn have a level of being humble or whatever. Don't go on social media or bragging and boasting about being an independent woman, but meanwhile you always got your hand out asking for shit. That doesn't go hand in hand. Like, you can't put up a facade that you so independent and shit like that, and then it's like, give me this, give me that. Like, I need this bill paid. I need this.
Aren't girls walking contradictions anyway?
Yeah, but at the same time, that kind of throws the man off, because if you are the person that is acting like you got it all together and shit like that, one, a nigga may feel some type of way about that. He may be deterred, like, oh, I have nothing to offer her or whatever. I bring nothing to the table, and you're acting like, you could do everything by yourself. Some niggas may get turned off by that, by a strong woman or whatever.
Strong black woman.
But there's some niggas that may fetishize helping a woman that has a level of humility and stuff like that, and be like, some niggas have this superhero complex where they want to put the cape on and save a hoe.
Not me.
But
absolutely not.
I'm just saying there's certain niggas that like that shit.
The viewers to understand. No.
So yeah, I'm not saying change who you are, but you gotta dial it back a little bit.
Give me another one.
Go ahead.
That's funny, because now that I think about it, like, whatever, I will say, It's so hard because I don't want to give a woman advice that I don't think she could possibly do at all.
What you mean, not do at all?
Like you said, like I want to say a woman should be more logical than emotional, but I don't think they can for the most part. Like, like you're like some means to break up or some means to argue aren't worth it to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, God bless the dead. Like Kobe Bryant wife leaving him after what he did is like, is it really worth it for you? Don't think so. Because the family, the money, and everything is here. What are you going to do without him? So logically, it makes more sense to stay. Emotionally, you might leave. I could say that with Beyonce. I could say that with a bunch of other people that had shit happen to them. And it's like, does it make sense? But I don't know if women can function in a place of logic over emotion. So that advice could just go.
And also,
what else are you thinking?
We don't give a fuck about your ex.
Ooh.
We don't want to hear about what your ex did to you.
If you were so perfect, he'd still be with you.
I don't want to hear about he's the problem, you not the problem. I don't care what the fuck he
funny,
did to you.
I don't really get that no more. I haven't got that.
That shit is annoying. I don't want to know about
like
that.
In the sense of like, while you're getting to know each other, all she do is shoot down her ex.
Yeah. I can't stand that shit.
That play is dead, ma.
Yeah.
Like, say he was a great person and it just didn't work out. We respect that more because you telling us all the bad things is like, if he was that bad, why were you there so long?
Honestly, I don't even want to know the good things. So I don't want.
You don't want to hear nothing.
I don't want to hear nothing. Period.
But you don't think that's like important, like to have those notes? Like you should have an idea of what you're getting yourself into.
You with the big dog now. So at the end of the day, like
big stocks.
No.
Voted for Trump. No tariff. Pre-tariff.
No. It's just
Halle Akbar. Halle Akbar.
Nah, that's what it is. At the end of the
day. Give him one more. I'm gonna think of one more myself because I feel like, you know what? I know it's gonna sound crazy.
What?
Women. Well, I don't know. You know, it's funny because I don't know if
everybody's situation is different, so you should probably stop taking advice from the internet, dating shows, your single friends.
Don't take advice from
your group chats.
Don't take advice from your single friends. Them bitches is haters, and they be trying to slide after.
Or let's say hypothetically,
don't take advice from your mother. Look at your father.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I mean, it didn't work out with them. What does she know?
If you potentially want to get engaged or married, you probably shouldn't take advice from somebody that's not married, or like that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't behoove you.
I ain't gonna lie, that engagement don't really mean shit no more.
But you can't.
Before pandemic,
you can't really get advice from somebody that didn't actually do the work.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, like, when people come to me with asking me for relationship advice, like, I'm the wrong person.
You're like, look at me.
Right, exactly.
What can I do for you?
I can't.
You know what's funny?
I can tell you everything I did wrong. I can't
lie. I got to that point where it's like people will talk to me about relationship. I'm like, yo, do what you want to do, yo, because you ain't gonna listen to me anyway.
What's the line you always used to tell me back in the day? The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah, that's actually the truth, and I live by that. The heart wants what the heart wants, but it's like it gets to a point where it becomes stupidity. You want comfort, where it's like I've seen people go back and go back and back. I'd probably be the only person I know that has never gone back. Like I don't go back at all. But everybody else I know.
But you limited. You can't say that because you're limited in your relationship experience.
What?
Meaning you haven't had a plethora of relationships that you've been in.
I've had relationships. I haven't had girlfriends. It's two different things.
Okay.
It sounds crazy, but
explain. Go further.
So, if you know me well enough, I had 3 girlfriends in my life.
Really?
3, only 3.
Okay.
3. 1 for maybe like 6 weeks, 1 for 5.5 years, and 1, hey, boo. Let's just say that. But that kind of I feel like, you know what's funny? I feel like those relationships are not as hard as those other relationships because there's a lot more work to be done. There's a lot more parties involved. If you're dealing with somebody's girl, it's not just you and her you got to deal with. It's him, friends, it's a lot of moving parts. So I believe I have a lot of experience, just not in the same exact experience you have.
Okay.
I probably got to be more logical, less emotional, more critical, you know, more organized because the whole shit could go out the window if I'm not. So I have experience. It's just I don't concentrate it in one area. Like, think about it. Every girl you ever did the nasty with, were they your girlfriend?
No.
Do they believe they were your girlfriend?
Some of them, yes.
That's horrible. Now I gotta judge you.
Why?
Because that's wrong. That's deception.
That's
coercing.
I wasn't fucking them and be like, yo, you my girl.
But they believe that. You should clear the air immediately like, yo, we don't go together.
You know, the funny thing is,
exactly.
I recently did that with somebody, and I thought it was gonna go awry.
No, she loved it.
Yeah. So she gave me a little pushback for the first couple days, but then she started to be open with it. She was, you know.
Did you tell her you were talking to somebody else?
Yeah, so she came out and asked me.
Well, duh. You didn't know that? You don't know that rule? When you can't have it, you want it worse. There's girls on the planet that live for that.
I thought I was gonna fuck it up by telling the truth.
No.
And
bitches love shit they can't have.
I told her. She was like a little upset for a few days and shit like that.
And she brushed it off like, wait, he not even gonna, I bet you didn't even bother. He not even gonna fight or lie or do anything to get me back?
Then she said,
all right, fuck it. I'm not giving up like that.
Nah, she was just like, so then why do you still talk to me? And then I told her why.
Said the pussy good, the head is amazing, and you don't spend the night. So it's lit. I know this man.
I told her why.
And that was the why.
And she said, "Oh, so she doesn't do this for you, but
no.
She doesn't do this for you, and I do this.
That is hateration."
And I said, "Yes."
No, bro, you're not supposed to do that. You can't put down your point guard for anybody else on the team.
I just told her the truth.
But even if it's the truth, if your girl,
the thing is, I did it with the intentions of one, being honest, so I can get this off my conscience, and two, to potentially get this bitch the fuck away from me.
You don't do that.
But it didn't work. It did that total
exactly because you giving her a place.
But
to
I feel
fit
good.
in.
I feel good now though.
You gave her a place to fit in.
I feel good though.
Anytime you have a point guard, you don't tell the point guard that you don't tell the small forward that the point guard don't pass the ball because now she gonna pass the ball because she know you like it, and then now she get to fit in. She becomes the 20 out of the 100, and your girl has the 80, and that's how she fits in. You don't do that.
So far, it's been working.
Yeah, it's because you don't care about your point guard. So.
I do care about my point guard.
You care, but you don't care enough.
I'm also worried about the team.
He's a team player, y'all. Let's go Knicks. Even though they lost by 22 already.
Sing a Beantown, son.
What you think your boy's celebrating over there? I wonder if he's in the group chat yet. Wildin'. Oh, he ain't saying nothing.
So it's 3-2 now, right?
Yeah, it's 3-2. How do you see it? You think Game 6 or Game 7?
They're going to win it in New York, nigga.
And that's it?
Yeah, New York.
Oh.
That should be crazy. That should go to Game 7.
I think they're going to lose it.
Oh, man.
I don't want to see that.
Can you imagine?
The prices?
Fuck the prices, nigga. The fumbling. If that should go to games, that can't go to games. So they have to.
Okay, since we are on the basketball topic,
yeah.
How do you see the rest of the playoffs going? Do the Warriors get closed out tonight? Who wins out of the Nuggets and the Thunder? Who comes out the West? Who comes out the East? And who wins the whole thing?
I think it's Knicks and Timberwolves as the finals.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I want.
I think that's what you want, but do you think that's realistic? Do you think the Timberwolves can beat the Nuggets or the Thunder?
What's the Warriors in
3-1?
3-1?
They're playing right now too, so if they win, Then they gotta wait for who wins out of the Thunder. Yeah, it's first quarter.
Wait, who got 3?
Definitely not the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
Steph is out.
Nah, yeah, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, I think it's gonna be Wolves.
You think the Thunder could? I mean,
the Wolves.
You think the Wolves could beat the Thunder and the Nuggets?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be kind of crazy if the Knicks beat. Who did they beat last?
They gotta next round is Pacers.
Which is a rivalry, and then they go play the
last year they won 7 games. Pacers won though.
Pacers was, I don't know.
But
why.
this Knicks team is better than last year.
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's why I think Knicks is going to the finals.
What happens if Knicks win?
Bro, it's gonna be crazy on Broadway.
What they said is
where would they even have the parade at? Like
the whole Manhattan.
That's crazy.
You can't drive in Manhattan. The trains is free. All beef is forgiven. Free Diddy, free Tory.
It's gonna be down. Dirk. I assume it'll be down Broadway.
Free
right?
Fabio.
That's crazy. I gotta go. I would have to go to that shit. I'm not going to work that day if that happens.
You probably won't go back to work.
Nah.
Fuck that. All is forgiven. The Knicks won. They said the universe resets if the Knicks won.
That shit is crazy. I'm looking forward to it because I want to see it in my lifetime. I experienced Toronto. I went for Toronto's NBA championship parade.
Wow.
That shit was dope as fuck.
I've never witnessed my favorite player
a good time.
Or my favorite team winning a chip ever.
Yeah, I just went because it's my father's thing, and I took him for Father's Day, shit like that, or whatever. So that was a good experience.
You're a good man,
or whatever. But I want to experience that shit in New York. The level of chaos that is about to unfurl, like, oh man.
Okay, so we're gonna get this on the record.
Yes,
and then we're gonna close this out. So Knicks Timberwolves finals. Who wins? How many games?
7 games.
Who wins?
Knicks.
Welcome. You heard? If that happens, a lot of niggas gonna die. Literally and figuratively.
The only thing that I'm worried about at this point is where Giannis is going. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
He's not worth it, man.
He's not worth it. You crazy?
He won once by accident because KD Big Toe was on the 3. Listen, Jokic, Shea, Brunson, those are the goods. I believe they gave Giannis his brother. They gave him Damian Lillard. He ain't do shit. I don't lobby for him. I think he's good, but I think he just had that year where
this is gonna be a big NBA offseason. A lot of moving pieces is gonna happen.
Yeah, do you have any ideas of what you think will move?
I just know Philly's gonna fuck it up somehow. Not looking forward to that.
Poor George finally went back to podcasting.
That's the only thing he could do. He don't even do that well.
Paul George is I don't like it. Oh, you know what I ask you? For my political connects, please. Did you watch Jada Kiss and Fat Joe podcast?
No.
Would you watch it?
No. I'm not interested in anything they have to say.
Why?
I've seen them on other podcasts before. There's probably no news stories that they can possibly say.
What's wrong with them? As the people don't know, as the creative mind you are, what do you think is wrong with this idea of a podcast, and why did they make this podcast?
It's too dry. We've seen them on many of platforms. How many other stories are they possibly going to say? The only thing that they could possibly do now that may be entertaining,
talk about Biggie,
is to possibly shit on the new generation of rappers and talk to them.
That's going to get boring in 2 episodes.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that they could possibly do. Or whatever. Like, they're trying to, I guess, be the Cam and Mace. But from the hip-hop perspective, because they do a sports show.
Yeah.
But they're just doing it from the hip-hop. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to last. They have no new stories to say. Nobody want to hear nothing about Biggie and Pun at this point. Like, what other stories could you possibly say? Y'all not really gonna tell the shit about Puff. Y'all not gonna speak about it because both y'all are connected to him, monetarily at the end of the day. So it's just like it's just something to do.
Nah, I agree. When I first seen it, I'm like, they could be cool, but they don't have a relationship. And I automatically thought somebody said, "Oh, Mason Cam, 2 New York rappers, it worked. All right, Joe and Jada." It's like, no, y'all, like it's manufactured. It's not realistic. Like they could have a relationship, but like the type of gravity and like energy to bounce off each other, they don't have that. Like Jada, it's the first time I've seen Jada to really be like super outspoken. It don't fit him. And then like Fat Joe trying to lead, it don't fit him either. And then it's just like they're just being super New York excessively. And it's like,
I mean, that's what I thought with Mello in his podcast.
But Mello got better though.
Yeah. So no, what I'm saying, but Jada has the way to do it. If the same way Mello. And now look, Mello landed a gig on NBC.
I feel like with Mello though, the fact he did own that whole network and everything, but I think what he did smart is that he went and got who got Mero? Which one of them he got? Which one of them is that?
Mero, yeah.
Mero, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got that one. And I think it works. So you got a New York nigga and like he's popular, but it works. And then every once in a while he have a basketball player. So I think it works. Like that formula works. Like there's a certain formula that has to be authentic. Like I know it seems like they have a relationship and then he brings on different people and his perspective. And Mello is Mello, so he's really quiet. So we don't know these stories. So he always has a new story. And then he always brings somebody that has a new story. So I think Mello joint works. Then there's like Jeff Teague. He was always quiet, but he has the best stories in NBA ever.
Yo, he got
story, and his co-hosts are fucking hilarious. They're like regular niggas, but they're dumb funny.
I can't really. My only complaint is that they don't have a Sean and a Sam on their team. Their audio sucks ass.
Yeah, you're right.
Their audio is horrible. Their video is horrible. Like
for the kind of money they have, they should.
Yeah, exactly. They need a Bean and a Sam on their
Mellow shit is immaculate.
Yeah. Mellow shit.
They got everything right, but of course, I mean.
But Jeff Teague shit is just like.
But the concept is great,
right?
But I mean, does that always matter? Cause Gillian and Wallow.
I don't like this stuff either.
But their content is good.
Their audio sucks too.
Yeah, all this shit sucks, but what they talk about is good. But they have a relationship. And then
I can't. Me personally, I can't listen. If the audio is bad, I can't listen.
And what happened to Math Hoffa? Did they stop?
Yeah, they stopped.
Like too much beef, right? What's going on? I know you used to watch that one.
He apparently had something to do with the con. He claimed it was a Con Ed bill or whatever, but the landlord.
Oh, they got evicted.
Yeah, the landlord said it was because
somebody shot in front.
Yeah, niggas were shooting in front and shit like that, or whatever. So it was unsafe. For whatever, he had the guests, running for their lives and shit like that.
Obviously,
so it was a bad
they're not
look.
the same owner as the owner of Garage or Mingles because they get shot up outside all the time.
It wasn't safe to begin with. It's a fucking storefront in Harlem, a barbershop. That people could recognize and shit like that. Like you passing by and you see celebs in there. Of course, they're gonna have some type of jewelry or drip
security or something. No.
Yeah, but security is expensive.
They get paid.
I don't know. What you think about Jordan being a special contributor for NBC?
All right. I actually forgot about this. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I don't believe Jordan's going to say anything. This special contributor is some shit. But I don't think he's going to be no fucking Shaq or Ernie or...
Right.
Like, I can't see it.
Like
his mystique is so high. It's like I can't see him giving that away. Like, he's gonna be there once a month. Like, what can he? Like, it don't make sense. Right. I don't see like The Last Dance is the closest I think we could ever get to him. Like, I've been like on the same block as Michael Jordan, and my head hurt. It was like, what the fuck? Like, this man exists. I could see him.
Right.
Like, it don't make sense. So like.
What is he gonna like contribute?
He's gonna write notes for them.
He's probably just
gonna Jordans.
He's probably just gonna shit on all the NBA stars. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
like imagine if he was commentating the game where Celtics is chucking up 45 threes.
Back in my day.
Now like he probably look at the game today like this is like some bullshit. And they getting 70 mil a year for this nonsense? Like
I can't see it. It would be amazing, but it'd be bad at the same time. Because then I feel like once you get Jordan, then who else can you plug? It's done after that. Like there's nothing higher.
Nah. Nah.
Who else could they get? Magic? Magic's the type of person that I think would be great.
He can't speak. Magic can't speak.
Magic because he's Southern?
You ever watch his talk show back in the day?
No.
That nigga cannot talk.
He can't talk good? I thought he was like entertaining. He's a showman.
He a billionaire, but he don't seem educated at all to me.
You know what? Kind of good point.
And Jordan, I don't know what the fuck Jordan gonna say.
See, God rest his soul, but Kobe would have been great.
I'm live on air. I can't really talk to you about no fucking Celtics, nigga. Like,
oh, I was wondering why I didn't get that call. Okay.
Yeah, fuck y'all niggas.
See you Friday, nigga.
See you Friday, nigga.
Yo, guess what?
What?
Celtics in 7.
This is why it's all New York. Yo.
Celtics in 7. That's crazy.
Listen, guys. If Celtics win, I ain't partying no more. I'm done.
That shit is wild.
Yo. On that note, I'm done because I'm done. You guys have a good night.
Yes.
We'll see you next week, and by that time, Knicks will already be up 1-0 on Pacers.
Hopefully that's how it go.
Let's get it.